How's it going, everybody? If you are a driver here in Michigan with questions about your auto insurance, then this video is for you. Today I wanted to talk about a common question that I get, and that is, do I need full coverage on my car for my auto insurance? Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it. And before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like and share it along, pass it along with anyone else as well. The first thing that I like to clarify is that there is no policy that is truly quote unquote full coverage. What most people mean when they say full coverage is a combination of a few different types of coverage on your insurance policy. The first is liability coverage, and this pays for injuries or damages that you cause to somebody else or their property. And on an auto insurance policy, it would be through bodily injury and property damage liability coverage. Then, here in Michigan, there's personal injury protection coverage, also commonly referred to as PIP coverage. And this pays for your medical expenses after injuries that you have because of an auto accident. And then there is the physical damage coverages for your own vehicle. And these are comprehensive and collision coverage. Comprehensive covers things like fire, theft, vandalism, or weather. And then collision covers accidents, whether you are at fault or not. And when you have all of these on a policy, liability, medical coverage through your PIP, collision, and comprehensive, that's what most people are referring to when they talk about full coverage. But even then, it is important to understand that no auto insurance policy truly covers everything. There will still be limits to each coverage, deductibles you might be responsible for, and then even certain exclusions depending on the situation. And for the deductibles, both comprehensive and collision usually come with a deductible. So this is the amount that you would be responsible for paying out of pocket before the insurance kicks in. And then another thing to keep in mind is that full coverage doesn't necessarily come with things like rental car coverage, roadside assistance, or gap coverage. Those are optional coverages that you would typically need to add on. So if you are looking for them, make sure they are included in your policy. So now comes the question, do you need quote unquote full coverage for your vehicle? And like with most answers, when it comes to insurance, it will depend. It will depend on your vehicle, your budget, and then just in general, your overall risk tolerance. If your car is newer and you still have a loan or a lease on it, it is very common for your lender or any financial institution to require that you do carry your physical damage coverage on there, so your comprehensive and your collision coverage. But even if your car is paid off, sometimes it does make sense to keep those physical damage coverages on your vehicle just because of the value of the car and whether or not you could afford to replace it after it was potentially totaled in an accident or stolen. But if your vehicle is older and not necessarily worth a lot, then many people do consider dropping the physical damage coverage on their vehicle and just simply having liability and medical coverage only. But like with everything, this is a personal decision, and there's truly no one size fits all answer. At the end of the day, you do want to make sure that you are comfortable with the coverage that you do have on your auto insurance policy. So if you're not sure what makes sense for you, or if you have the right coverage in place for your situation, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of opportunities to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever is easiest. And if you have any other questions about your insurance, please feel free to reach out directly or leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.